Jenny, if you just want to start off with an opening statement about tonight's 62-55 win over Creighton.
You know, I'm just really proud of our overall effort tonight. I thought that we came out, and I thought that we came out really strong. A big emphasis for us was to win the 50-50 battle, and it was very obvious that our team was hungry and really wanted to defend their home court. So really, really proud of that. I think we made some great adjustments at halftime. I think our leadership was great. I think our hustle was great. And then obviously you could go down on some of the statistics here with, you know, us shooting 50% in the second half, 66% from three-point range, which is huge. You know, a couple ones that really stand out to me that I think were the difference in the game. One, they did not score a field goal in the last 4.5 minutes. I think we really buckled down and defended. The points off of turnovers, you know, we forced 22 turnovers and had 23 points off of those, which it goes back to the 50-50 balls. And then the points in the paint. I think our undersized team did a great job against their size tonight, and they have a lot more size than we do. Now, let's get it straight that Creighton is a very, very good basketball team. They're going to represent the Midwest. They're going to represent the Valley in the Big East Conference this year, so they're going to make some waves. So very good win for our program, and at the same time, we're not done yet this season.
You guys played a really fast-paced game, like right off the bat. How did you think that, like coming into the mentality, how that affected you guys?
You know, I think that's our style. I think we want to get up and down, and we talk a lot about getting up and down in the full court, but we also talk about getting up and down in the half court and making sure that we make some reads. I think that, you know, both women sitting next to me right now did a great job of attacking in that, you know, putting their head down and driving, setting screens, popping, driving. Those are some of the up-tempo things that we talk about in the half court, and it's not necessarily run-out layups, but they're looking constantly to make sure that not only are they putting their head down and driving, but they're creating for other people as well.
You guys had a really tough defense tonight with a lot of steals. How did you guys, like, how did that affect it for you guys, or how did you come with that?
I think it was the mentality from the start. I mean, we definitely didn't go in saying, okay, we've got to get steals and we've got to do this and that, but we were trying to play post defense the best we possibly could, and I think tonight we did a pretty good job of that. But I think, again, it goes back to all those 50-50 balls. I mean, I think, you know, and I don't know the actual number. It'll be interesting to go back and look, but when there was a ball that was loose, we were on it. And whether it was a jump ball or not, we were on it and we were all over. So that stuff, that helps with those 14 steals for sure, and that helps with that just aggressive mentality that we had the whole game.
That was a really big moment when Kendall had those 2 3-pointers back-to-back. How did that affect the momentum for you guys?
I mean, Kendall, you look at Kendall's line, and Kendall's an all-conference player. I mean, she has, you know, she goes 6 for 14. She goes 3 for 8 from the three-point line, 5 rebounds, 19 assists, 19 points, 2 assists, 0 turnovers, and 4 steals. I mean, that's a pretty good line in 36 minutes for someone, you know, that wants the ball in her hands, that can make those big plays. But again, I think the best part was that we found her, and on both of those threes, she didn't have to create them. We found her, and we got assists off of them.
Lizzie, this is like your first game ever facing Creighton. How was your mentality going into this game?
I mean, just to follow the coach's plan and play as best as we could and beat them. I mean, that's what we wanted to do, and just play our game how we've been practicing. So.
You had a really great game. Were you nervous at all, or?
Yeah, but I mean, once I got out there, I think it just played and went away. I mean.
You know, I think, you know, you talk about great game. I mean, Lizzie's line was incredible, and I think the most incredible part about her line was that she was able to play 33 minutes in her first game as a freshman. I mean, that's you talk about confidence. That's a lot of confidence, not only that the coaching staff has in her, but that her teammates have in her, and she has in herself. I mean, she carried herself. She didn't play like a freshman today, you know. And I just hope she doesn't play like a freshman the entire year. But really, really proud of her effort.
Morgan, how did it feel to come and get this big win as for your senior year?
Well, it was really nice. It was a really nice start to the season, and we will only get better from here. But this was a good starting point. We will get better, but we will. I mean, as a senior, I know our senior class is really going to cherish this win.
The crowd was phenomenal tonight. Did that affect you guys at all? Did you hear it? Or?
Yeah, the crowd was awesome. We fed off of them, and like we were really aware that they were on their feet, and we really loved the energy that they provided.
You know, I think there's a couple things. I think that, you know, the Knapp Center is going to be a really hard place to play when we have a crowd like that. We have senior leadership this year. I mean, obviously, you just talking to Morgan, she, again, you look at another incredible line, 6 for 7 from the free throw line. That was huge. It was a big Achilles for us today, and yet she stepped up and hit some big free throws. 7 rebounds, 16 points, 3 assists, 3 blocks and 4 steals. I skipped the turnovers for her on purpose, but but I'm really proud because I think they fed off of Morgan's energy today, and I think she came out and she was a warrior. She knew it from the beginning, and it was contagious throughout the entire game. And I think you talk about confidence from one year to the next, and if Morgan can keep this confidence and continue to get better, our team's going to be heading in the right direction, and even more people are going to come out. My favorite thing about the crowd today was I only had to go like that one time, and they got up. Last year I was like begging people to get up, and so it was really, really fun. It was really energetic. Loved the student section that we had today, and then loved the rest of the fans that came out, and it was, that makes a difference. It makes a huge difference, and so we've got to continue to grow our fan base.
Awesome. Thank you.
Can you talk about the quick turnaround you're about to have heading up Sunday to Wisconsin? Is this something that you planned prior to the start of the season, kind of set it up similar to like a Valley type weekend for your team?
It happens to be like a Valley type weekend. Wisconsin is a very, very good basketball team. They were playing their best basketball at the end of the season last year, similar to us. Their strengths are they have a great senior class. They have a great interior, and so. I don't know if we set it up so much necessarily to be like the Valley, but to go to to Wisconsin, play on their home floor, get our young team. We're still a pretty young team. We have a lot of experience, but we're still a pretty young team. And to get them experience in front of that kind of a crowd. They have a great crowd there too. And it's going to be a big battle. And the thing I really want to test our team, we talked about this as a staff before. This game it's going to be hard to have a quick turnaround because it is emotional. Whether you win or lose this game, it's emotional. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to be a true test. Again, like I talked about how our leadership was great tonight, it's going to be a true test for our leadership tomorrow to be able to turn it and focus. They're going to enjoy it tonight, and then they've got to turn it, and they've got to focus on Wisconsin tomorrow and here on out. Thank you.